Welcome back, YouTube. Let me chuck chat on the screen. Everyone in chat can say hello to YouTube. So we are starting day 11 of our Working Class Exile. Today we should be able to both Uber Ascend and hopefully fight our first Sirus, which is going to be pretty cool. The Orb of Storms I have currently set up in my helmet is not fantastic anymore, and I'm probably going to look at seeing if I can buy a helmet that's supported by something that will still cover my resistances that I need, and see if I can throw a lightning spire trap in there for a little bit of extra single target. I think that'll go better than Orb of Storms for this Archmage version, so we're gonna give that a go. See if I can fit that in, and then that's pretty much it. Aim for Sirus and Uber Lab, which we've unlocked, and probably buy or try and roll a Alchemist Quicksilver Flask of Adrenaline to get us moving a little bit quicker, because we are moving a little slow. Probably replace our Mana Flask because it's not really doing a good job anymore with Ziri's Promise or something. There's a lot of options for that, but we're going to wait until we get ailment immunity before we do that, which is today, as long as I can do Uber Lab without dying. So let's hit the start button and then start shopping real quick. Boom. And we've started. Okay, so what do I need in my helmet? That's what we're starting with. Fire and cold resistance, and that's it. Alright, let's have a look. So, helmet. I'm going to do fire resistance and cold resistance. Both of those need only like 22 and some life. And then supported by level, increased area of effect is pretty good. Yeah. We actually can. Ink AoE is pretty good for it. Ooh, 1.5x for Ink AoE and Hypothermia, but we don't have a way to proc Hypothermia yet. Although we could just put added cold in it. But Ink AoE is really good for Lightning Spire Trap. Although there's a really nice one for 80 chaos. Do we have 80 raw chaos? Pog. 60, 70, 80. Come on, be there. Be there. I dare you to be there. I dare you to be there. I will take this other one for 100 chaos though. The Working Class thing going so far? Pretty good. I'm always a little bit oh, which one are you?
Need a map?
First one. 80 chaos. Lovely. Got one, thank you. Nice. I don't think there's any suffix that I can put on that I would care about. So that's fine. $32 chaos back. Thank you. Is there a suffix I could put on? Not really. Spot on. Let's go. Nice. Nice. That'll do. Okay, now we need a lightning spire trap level 20. And what can we put with a lightning spire trap? So we've already got an added lightning that can stay. We've already got a controlled destruction that'll stay. So we want a lightning spire trap. And we'll take a trap and mine damage support. So I'm gonna need 1 green. Perfect. And 4 linked. Perfect. Are you serious? Isn't it 21-23 for 9 chaos? Are you really gonna... You gonna reply? Are you gonna reply? Are you gonna reply? Classic. Cool. Well, that'll definitely help. Bit slow to throw them, but it might just give me the extra single target that I need. Which will make me pretty happy. Okay, 14 chaos. Okay. Old mate doesn't want to reply. How about this guy for 25? Price on that racks up pretty quick. Lovely. Any further upgrades in sight? I mean, we just made a pretty big one. Whoa. Oh. Oh, I don't love that. I do not love that. Okay, that should be pretty good. That should definitely help our single target quite a bit. Okay. Let's go do a map and see how that feels. We were going to go with the Xena because we're pretty short on maps. I'm sorry, was that not already valed? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, that's There we go. That was my mistake. That should have been immediate.
My mana is spent.
Yeah, it is.
Still sane, Exile?
Poor Choice is good XP, but I'm not going to get the woke bonus on it. Pretty good XP though. Tier 14 Poor Choice. Let's go. Fuck it. It's completion. It's good XP. Why wouldn't you do it?
Purity will
Oh god.
prevail.
The Lightning Spire definitely helps. Just judging from the single target on that map boss compared to the struggle I was having before. Zumba. Nice. Just got your second doctor drop. Nice. Alright, fuck this noise. Oh shit. How would you modify this build to get more speedy? Seems slow to you? Check back later today.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of its life.
Also, I don't think this is slow. If you think about it in terms of hours played, what have I done? 15 hours? We're like 2/3 of the way through day 1 of what would be my actual league start. And we're doing tier 14 and tier 15 maps at this speed. 15 hours into a league. I would not call that slow. Personally, like I would be pretty pleased with myself. 15 hours playtime into a league running this quick. In fact, I am pretty pleased. Just a sucker for move speed. Me too. I currently don't even have an Alchemist Quicksilver Flask of Adrenaline. That would be my number one upgrade. Right, we want that. We want that. We want that. We want that. We don't need any of the rest. Okay. Off to Uber Lab it goes. Pewee Lab. I'm pretty sure. Extra time between the really optimize things along with the experience. So I've gone out of my way to avoid doing absolutely anything outside of the 90 minutes for this character. So I haven't done any looking up any prices for anything that the build might want. I haven't scoped out jewels. I haven't done anything. Like I've just...
My mana is spent.
What I have to work off, and the only information that I looked up at all outside of the 90 minutes was wasn't sure entirely how to go about making a life version. Is this Merc Lab? Did I just go into Merc Lab? What level's Uber Lab? Pretty sure I just went into Merc Lab. Right, so I wasn't sure how to do a life version, so I looked up and read Zizaran's life guide for it. And so basically I have what's in the build guide. That's it. And then everything else has been done inside the 90-minute playthrough. And I figured that was a good amount of research because frankly, if you've got 90 minutes to play and a day and you feel like you need help and you're making your own builds for a league start, you could just go right ahead and get fucked. Your league start build's probably shit and I can't help you. There are very few builds that work exceptionally well as a league start. So if you don't already know what they are and how to make them, follow a build guide. Little ED Contagion. Yep, ED Contagion's right up there. It's a good one. ED Contagion, traps, mines. Totems are pretty good if you are okay with moving a little bit slower. It's a bit of a slower play style. Like I couldn't play totems as a league start, personally. Do I not have any life regens? Totems are just worse mines. They're not though. They're different. But like totems are a good league start for newer players who are worried and okay going slower. They're definitely right up there. I don't think Impale Champ is a good idea at all, no. Really, definitely an experienced player can still... I'm not doing that. Can still make an Impale Champ work, and if you really like melee, then that's fine. But if you're picking an Impale Champ because you think it's in the top list, it's not. what do we got first? Charge disruptors. Yikes. I don't want to do that.
My mana is spent.
Act of power. You were born for this.
I would say that's fine. Damage-wise now.
Grandest designs can be dismantled.
Well, I mean, I would say Spectres are still good too, I think. I think Spectres would still make a decent league start. So, again, there's a big difference also between, like, if you want to be the top 1% league starting, you don't really have very many options at all. Like it's legitimately, there's like 2 or 3 builds at most you can play if you want to be that speedy. But just for like a average Joe playing who wants a good league start build, there's probably a good like 20 kind builds that would be pretty comfortable on any given league. Yeah, that's fine. And top left. What a shit lab today. I don't even get I get like 1 dark shrine. Really? Oh, that's what that is. If they literally delete the Archmage support gem, the only difference between my league start now, this one I did, and the league start that I would do instead is that I'm suddenly an Inquisitor. And then everything is exactly pretty much the same. The speed will be the same, the kill rate will be the same, like I don't... Damn it. I think Archmage was a better build, but not by very much. In the end game, you'll definitely be more tanky. In the early game, I think you're less tanky. Like, by the time you get to go low life, though, that is a different story. The Inquisitor version to get like proper endgame is a little bit more gear intensive, but it's also way tankier. It definitely also does less damage. Like the low life Archmage builds, we've got them doing, you know, 25, 28, 30, 50 million damage per brand. Low life Inquisitor never gets that sort of damage, but it still gets like, what, like 4, 5 million per brand, which there's 2 brands on a target. So you're still looking at somewhere between 8 and 10, which is still a pretty fucking reasonable number. And considering how much tankier you get, that's still like a really good build. Like there's nothing at all wrong with that. Like they can, if they got Archmage, it means nothing to the league start of Stormbrand or not. It just means you don't pick up Archmage. Right? Like that's all it means. You're like, well, I'm an Inquisitor now, and on we go. And you don't even have to be Inquisitor, although I also like Inquisitor the most, but Trickster works pretty good for it as well. I've seen occultists around, but that feels weird to me. I have seen brand occultists, but I just don't get it. Right, what do we got next? Gargoyles.
Stand your ground.
I would like to kill the gargoyle. Oh, no, I do too much damage. Okay.
Pity the Emperor who sits alone.
Dum, dum. Dum, dum, dum. Pretty sure I've also seen... What the fuck is that set of traps? I've literally never seen in my life. What the fuck is going on here? What the fuck is this? Ooh. Nice bleed, dickhead. Unhappy. And you could Dash gets bugged with spike traps. Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that. Ooh, a lab.
Where there's a golden key,
There must be a golden door.
let the day dawn golden with possibility.
And then top middle. Oh. Lab looks really bad today. It does. It is. It's a pretty shit lab day. But like, what am I gonna do? Not do lab till tomorrow? No, I want my ailment immunity, please.
An aspirant can afford to be promising.
An emperor must keep
My mana is spent.
those promises.
You must navigate your empire through troubled waters. Nobility is your destination.
A golden device
more dangerous
hidden
than
by
the
a
journey
rotting emperor
ascendant.
overflows with
Okay,
power.
I will take elemental ailment immunity, please. Cool. Now, movement speed on my boots. Oh, 2% regen's pretty pog. Let's go for a helm. Nope, that was shit. Okay, next thing we need to do, grab a flask. We do not need... I do not play League of Legends. Quick silver flask. Movement speed during flask effect. And then yeah, like alright. No, 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 no. What is the mod for increased effect? Increased effect, reduced duration. Yeah, no, I know that, but this doesn't let me search for that. I have to actually know what the line says. I think I found it. Maybe. Increased effect and reduced duration. Where are you? Okay. I legitimately can't find it, and this is cutting into my 90 minutes. That's really annoying. Alright, let's have a look. PUEDB. Mods. Flasks. Utility flasks. Reduced duration, increased effect. That's what it is. Can you not search for that? You might not be able to search for that. Yeah, Alchemist Quicksilver Flask of Adrenaline. But I thought you had to look for the actual mods. Okay, how do I spell adrenaline then? Come on, I need you. You make everything better. I wish I knew how to spell. Yay! Found it. Wow, I should just buy a bunch of Quicksilvers and roll them for profit. This is not that hard to hit. Why are you being weird? Dun, dun, dun. Really hard to hit when ults are 4 to 1. Yeah, right. That makes sense. Sweet. Now we got some speed about us. Gonna chuck that on. Now we're gonna get ourselves an Zeri flask and give up on the mana one, I think. That might be a bit ballsy of me. Zeri's flask, let's go. Elemental damage as extra chaos during effect. Minimum 15 go. 40 chaos for a good one. Let's go 14. 10 chaos. Yeah, we're starting to feel a bit poor. Let's just grab that and go. Seems weird for them to be this expensive. Only because I look for a really good roll one. You can pick them up for like 2 chaos. Oh, that's 12 and I only pulled out 10. Where's this guy's stash? Was he gonna... Yep,
Stay
sweet.
pure.
Sweet. Current party leave. Okay, we're trying it without a mana flask. I do not know how that will go. Okay, where do we need to be? We need to be right there. Lex. Fantastic. We got 1. And then we've got 3 in this zone. Sweet. Yep. Should be fine. No Cinder Swallow? Not yet. Get a chance for phasing. Jewel sorted out, which I can't afford to put in for another 2 levels. But once I can get that, I can drop a phasing flask. And then I'll be okay. But I now can't be stopped. Complete elemental ailment immunity. Absolutely fantastic. Bye, bud. Is one phasing jewel really enough to have it up all the time? Yes. As long as you move quick enough. Which I always do. Have you ever tried it with an onslaught jewel? An onslaught jewel is enough to give you onslaught for your entire map clear. So phasing should be the same. I'm now more pleased with the speed of the build. Yep. I knew what was coming. I just didn't have the time or inclination to re-roll my Quicksilver Flask off being a freeze flask because I needed freeze immunity. But as soon as I got freeze immunity, we're fine.
Good luck with your map.
No, you didn't give me a guy. You didn't give me a guy. Okay, well, if I'm gonna run one that's wrong, let's at least run one that's gonna get me a completion and can only drop me maps that I like. Fantastic. And if you're a natural, that means you want to be Vald. Did you want to be Vald? Oh, it really wanted to be Vald. Oh, that's rough. Okay, let's go.
Your maps. May your maps be merciful.
You know what? Bloodlines. Let's go. Map returns. Let's go. Map returns. Let's go. Boom, ba-dun, dun, 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 dun.
I will never stop searching for that which sends you spiraling into the abyss.
Still sane, Exile?
I am, thank you. What do you got for me? Cells. Cannot regen. Easy out. Right, we'll do that one. What's the account name? BalorMage 2. Because I'm very fucking original. Huge creative streak in my mind. I feel like there's probably a joke there that I should get, but I don't get it. Thank you, I'll have that. You would if you were older? How much older do you want me to be? I'm 32. I can be younger than you. Alright, chatters, calm down. Ooh. Thanks for the work objective. And all the maps. Specifically, I guess the two maps that are the ones I wanted.
Chasing your own tail.
Oh, come on, hit the 4 so I can go. There we go. I always assumed Turi was 25 miles older. She's the same age as I am. I mean, technically she's a little younger than me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. Nobody likes Cassia. Sure, that's not true. I bet there's a bunch of people who love Cassia. See? This league with oils being worth what they are, which is practically nothing. I don't know, they just don't seem as worth. Keep going. I want my 5th one. Perfect. All that currency. I'll have one of them too, please. Boy.
How are your maps? Stay sane.
Right, that can go there, that can go there. Lex is where I needed to go, right? Perfect. Perfect. Will do. That should be the last one. And then that's a Guardian. And then that's Sirus.
Need a map? Good luck with your maps.
TX seems flashy. I needed to get something, some basic stash tab functionality. And one of the cheaper packs this league came with a portal MTX. So I don't have portals, I don't have MTX like for my character, but at least I have a non-standard portal. Is it on almost every level? Yeah. She heard that I was ignoring her. And now she wants to be friends. I'm not actually convinced that ignoring Cassia is the right play. I just... I don't know. Does any play matter at this point of the league? Of course it does. This entire series is to dispel two notions. One, that the economy is dead and that if you don't make it to maps in the first 8 hours of the league, you might as well quit forever because there's no money to be made. It's ridiculous. You can join a league at any point in the league, period, and make money and do well. The entire idea that you have to be there in the first few days is ridiculous. We are here to dispel that. And as well as the excuse of, oh, but I don't have time to play, and that's why I can't get anywhere, and the game is so unfair. And so we're gonna try and dispel that as well. That you can still get a decent amount of stuff done, even if you have, I guess I'm gonna call it casual hours? I think your build selection had a lot to do with it. It was the best of the options at the time, yes. But I could do similarly with any build on my website. Or any build except the totem one. I think the totem one is definitely a lot slower. That one's more aimed at very new people who want a nice, safe thing to do. So there are 4 builds on the website, soon to be 6 builds that would all do similarly. It's not this particular build selection. It's that I picked a league start build selection, a proper league start, not just like a, oh, I'll just league start as this. No, like a real one. And that makes a very big difference.
How are your maps?
My mana is spent.
Oh, the weary traveler draws close to the end of its life.
What was the character now? I mean, it's been played 90 minutes a day for 10 days, and this is the 11th day, of which it has been played for 50 minutes. So... just shy of 16 hours? What's one more?
Hand of justice. My word is law. No mercy. Force of arms.
Hi, bud. Hi, bud. How you doing? How you doing, Drox? You right there? Feeling good? Fucking ready for my fisting?
Sentence is death.
Mm.
Lawbreaker. Time takes even the greatest of men.
Like 4 it is?
How are your maps?
Okay. Okay. Hmm. You can get everything in Woke 4 except Savior.
Did you really think this would work?
Sirus, please, we want to help you. Don't do
Don't
anything
do anything
hasty.
hasty.
Destroying you is as easy as flicking a pest.
No,
Oh no.
How
Dash
boring
goes
and
through the
sad.
beams.
You want
I really
the
need
atlas?
flame dash.
It's yours. But Orith, I will burn to the ground.
That's the entire point.
Suffering of my fellow
The Ash.
citizens will finally stir
The entire point.
something.
There were literally 2 points. Joining mid-league and playing with very little playtime. Like literally the point was, because that was one of the bigger complaints was, well, it's too late to start now. I can't get to maps in one day, so now I'm out of the economy and I can't play and I can't make any money and there's no point in me being here.
A real challenge.
And so I'm
You'll finally
being
take
like,
my
well, that's bullshit. How about you just, start playing?
die.
Hi, bud.
Die.
Your lives are meaningless.
All life is meaningless. Karen, stay away from the storms, Karen. No, do not run into the storms, Karen. Karen, you fucking Karen.
Glorious flames. Be utterly
The
annihilated.
others found strength in their projections.
They became reliant on them.
I am not so foolish.
Ooh.
Die. Be silent.
Nope. I don't want none of that.
Die.
This city
Is nothing.
be utterly annihilated. Fury of the cosmos. Why
Nope.
resist?
Yep, I see it.
Glorious flames.
Is life
Really interesting enough to warrant all this pain.
Die.
Beyond, there is only horror.
Ba-dum.
Die.
Oh! Balls. What's the point? Okay. Sir? Sir. I will be needing an escape, sir. Sir? Thank you, sir.
You are nothing.
Your fucking mum's nothing.
Creation
Do you
itself.
yet see the futility of your efforts?
I have seen beyond
Die.
this city.
Is nothing. Okay.
Be utterly annihilated.
Not gonna lie, I keep wanting to run in the storm because of playing a Herald Stacker. I'm just like, I can just dip in and grab him. You will fucking die, dickhead.
Why resist?
Of death, my heart races. I am
Alive. Boom, boom.
I have seen beyond.
feel the thrill of
The void, everlasting fire.
Ooh, ooh. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh.
Silent.
Whoa.
Beyond
Ooh.
is only
Everything's fine.
meaning.
is an illusion, everlasting fire. Die.
Whoa.
At least
Whew. Okay.
something.
I'm sorry. Sirus, this was
How would you handle it if you bricked all the portals in this? Keep going, because it doesn't hurt on my progression at all. It has zero effect on my maps, and I can still spawn other conquerors. So, if you miss it, you miss it, I guess. Alright. Can you now spawn a blue guy, please? Just delete the VOD. just delete the VOD.
How are your maps?
What's a good tip to not forget socketing Watchstones back for Awaken 8?
My money
Um,
is spent.
Yes. Not forgetting to do that is a good tip.
No longer.
Perfect. That is exactly what I wanted to happen. It's almost like I planned it that way. There's something a little fishy going on with my this map. Shaders are fucking wrong. Hi, Casosis. How you doing, bud? Buddy? How are ya? Could you fuck right off, sir? Cheers. What are your thoughts on the loot pets from China? Would you love to see them on our servers? I don't really feel strongly either way. They only pick up minor stuff, so I would be okay with it if they decided to. But I also don't really care that much. More importantly, the only thing I would care about was, were it to be added to our servers, it must be given to everyone for free. But yeah, a better solution for me would just be to get rid of portals and wisdoms. They don't need to exist. They just don't. You know, that would have a slight negative impact on early racing and whatnot. But I don't think portals need to exist anymore. Just make it so that when I right click on an item that's un-ID'd, it gets ID'd. And then give me a option in the hideout to like ID everything that's in my inventory or something like that. Right? Like, that's what I would rather have. Dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, dum, dum. Okay, so I need more Glencans maps. Fucking perfect. You been completed at all? Not the awakening objective. Okay. Double boss. Vol. Oh. That's a juicy one, Exile. Okay. What do you got? Breaches? Nothing of any use at all. Breaches and 2 fragments. Let's go. Not to be toxic, but I wouldn't like an ID all button. Hated that in Diablo 3. Why would that come across as toxic?
Just in time.
You are the only one who matters.
Ah, there you are.
I mean, I don't like a shitload of things about D3, but having an ID all button, that's something I like. And it does take a little bit of time. It does take a bit of time. It does have to be done, like, I mean, in town, I guess. Do I even have un-ID'd items anymore? So we only roll an item when it gets picked up. If items are ID'd to begin with, then the server has to roll every single item, not just the model of the items, which is what it currently does, but it currently just rolls the model and base type of an item, and then doesn't roll any stats or anything like that.
Just in time.
A second one is loot filters have progressed to a point that they can't really take away from us, where we can look at individual mods on an item now. If you gave us all items on the ground ID'd all of the time, I could make a loot filter so goddamn strict that everything you picked up was always worth money, and there would never be a thought process ever again.
Time to go.
I would just straight up be like, well, this has got these tier 1 mods that are synergistic, or these tier 2 mods that are like, yeah, like people would be paying real money for loot filters that were perfect or near perfect. Like, it would be disgusting. So those 2 reasons, I would sub for that. I would definitely have Patreon only filters
Good job, Exile.
if that happened. And I would spend fucking hours on them. More maps, please. I'm sorry, sir. More white maps. Or, well, not white maps. Hi, Toll. More, red maps that show up white on my filter, is what I meant to say. Ooh. Hello.
Just in time. Ah, let's go.
Dum, 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 dum.
Good job, Exile.
Drop that portal because I'm definitely gonna die. Maybe not. Yeah, okay, that damage is way better. That damage is way better. Wait, did I not kill him? Oh, I ran away right as he was nearly dead and thought the brands would kill him on the way out, but they didn't. So this is... The new Atlas system is far, far better than the old one. It's just... Oh, it's better, but it is not more new player friendly. It's a lot more interesting. And it offers opportunities to get in front of people, provided that you know what you're doing, which is nice because I like any opportunity to succeed ahead of people.
My mana is spent.
I'm the hunter, or are you the prey?
Hello. More maps, please. Piece of paper, it should make a paper down. I always sort of thought that the maps were stone. They talk about having engravings. You need chisels to make them better. A map's not stones? They're made of stone. traditionally. I mean, these in Path of Exile, they're made of stone, though. Buddy, are you just stun locked there? Apparently he was. Fuck that, see ya.
Learn anything new?
We got only 15 minutes left. I mean, I think we had a pretty good run today. We got the things we wanted done. We ascended, we replaced flasks, we replaced helmets. Everything else we've got is actually already pretty decent gear. Also, Lex Promena. Still has one more. Sweet. This ring is actually really good considering I'm a full hybrid build. My boots were already pretty good. That's good, that's good, that's good. The weapon will eventually ultimately get an upgrade, although that is a pretty pog weapon. The shield is actually probably what's going to go next. I think it's pretty clear you can do whatever you want with 90 minutes a day. So what's the end goal of the series? That's a great question.
My mana is spent.
Would it be bad if my end goal of the series was to continue doing it until it stopped getting 1,000 views on YouTube in a day? Is that
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends. You are go, little beast. Away.
I would like to finish all the watchstones and kill Sirus 8. Because I think completing all the watchstones and killing the end boss is something that these sort of 90-minute casual players would consider doing really well in the league. You know, I got there, I finished all the maps, I killed the boss. Right? Yeah. We'll see. I definitely want to see where I get to.
Do not worry, little beast. We are friends now.
Either I want to complete the entire Atlas and kill Awakener 8, or I want to make it to 30 days and then be like, okay, this is what you can do in a month. Probably whichever one happens first.
That was a hunt you will not soon forget. You're welcome. Goodbye.
Nice. Ugh. Can definitely kill Sirus first. I mean, considering we just did Sirus 4 and that wasn't too hard, I suspect we'll be okay.
Need a map?
Nice, but we don't need
May
it.
your maps be merciful.
Where did you come from, sir? You'll do. And you'll do. Perfect. Dum-dum. Wait, can I get up another work level? Nice. Doom. Uber Elder for brands isn't fair to Uber Elder. Yeah, because the way to make the Uber Elder fight the easiest is
My mana is spent.
never stop moving, which is something brands does by fucking default. Okay, maintain full damage. If I was trying the sustain barrel things, get maps to 80% before, do I throw away the ones that end up lower percent? I don't. I just run them. I just make sure that I don't run them when it's like Conqueror spawning time, because when that happens by accident, it makes me sad. Feels like a little bit of a waste, but I still run them. I run all of them. If you're over sustaining hard enough and you haven't orbed maps, then you can afford to throw, like, sometimes I throw away the ones that hit like 60, 65% or something, and I'm like, oh, that's a bit low. And since I was over sustaining quite heavily, I didn't have to run them, so I threw them away. But you can run them. Doom. Dum, bum, bum. Nice. Boom, ba-dum, boom, boom. Some more scrubs. Fantastic. Awaken objective here. 14 with at least awakening 2. 14 and awakening 5. Cool. However, we did get lava chamber. Nice. Bum, bum, bum. It'll give me a completion and a work completion, as well as my second last map in this area. Do we have enough time to spawn another Conqueror? Maybe, but we can't run it if we do.
My mana is spent.
There we go.
You can never die. Why don't you test it?
Pretty sure I can die. Was someone able to sustain burial plus tropical? No, because they're both tier 14s. You can't do them together. In my video example, I picked Lair. Gonna blow up if you were wondering. Yeah. Yeah. Literally everyone has been doing the Atlas wrong. Like, and when I say everyone, I mean the people who are in the top 10 race in China have been doing the Atlas wrong. Like, everyone is doing the Atlas wrong. I was doing the Atlas wrong. Clearly not everyone, but like, obviously when I say everyone, I don't mean absolutely everyone, because I learned this somewhere, but you know, pretty much everyone. Oh, I want that scour. Where are you? Where'd you go, bud? Oh, there you are. Hi, sir. I brought you a present. I know they look like traps, but you'd be shocked at how fun they are. Doo-doo-doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
You are the only one who
But
matters.
when the fox finished one hunt, there was always another.
Bum, bum. I think this is the last one for that zone. It is. Ah, it's also the last map for the day. We've only got 1 minute left. We can't go and fight another one. But that's also the last one I'll need in that entire zone. That entire zone is finished. Ta-da. So that'll be that one. And this one's already finished. And then this one will be next, and that'll be finished. And so we're going to bump up Voldo's and start running that as well. So that's the end of my setup. Boom.
Good luck with your map. May your maps be merciful.
This new Alice is so much fun now that I understand it. You don't even, like, it's so much more fun now that I understand it. Okay. So what's the account name of this account? I'm going to hit the stop button. It is BalorMage 2. Okay. So that is the end of day 11, Working Class Exile. We did our Uber Lab today. We killed our first Sirus today. It was only on Woke 4. And we have since spawned another Conqueror ready to kill. This will be the last one to do in this zone, so I'll get to drop it next. I already finished this zone. I'm going to finish the 4 inner zones and then finish the 4 outer zones. We made it to, we're level 92, which I don't think was a level today. We did a lot of boss killing. We did upgrade our helmet like we planned. We ended up getting an Ink AoE supported Lightning Spire helmet because, well, I needed something for just like a little extra single target. It wasn't horrible, but I did have a 4-link and Orb of Storms fell off in damage because of Archmages. It wasn't quite enough. I could have Archmaged Orb of Storms, but that felt pretty bad because I wanted to drop my Mana Flask, which we did. And Lightning Spire Trap is not horrible. It's got 11,000 damage. Ink AoE actually helps the damage a lot on Lightning Spire. And because we've got a plus level to Lightning here and a plus level to Lightning here, and a level 21 Lightning Spire Trap was 5 Chaos, we went, yeah, we'll just go ahead and pick that up. And so now it's a level 23 with a 5-link, which is quite a good supporting skill. Our weak points now are basically just this ring and this amulet are both starter gear, and eventually I would like to upgrade into a shield that heals me when I block. Put a Kalava Jewel in right here and take glancing blows, but that's not quite yet. The next thing we're gonna do is take probably this jewel socket for now, move that Fevered Mind and get ourselves another small cluster. I don't know if I'll do Holistic Health again or if I'll get a mana cluster to pump my damage up, or if I'll get like a straight life like Fettle or something. I don't really know. I don't think I need more life. But also, yeah, I'm very torn. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I actually don't know what I'm going to put in that. I haven't decided. I will probably just do whatever is the cheapest of all of those options, because that seems like the way to go. They're all pretty good options. Otherwise, not much else changed. Progression is good. We were talking today about what the goal of this project was, and I didn't really have any. So if you're one of the people that have been following it, especially on YouTube, and you're jumping to the end or staying until the end and hearing the little rundown, if this is you, if you're the person with limited time that we're doing this for, what are your normal goals? What are the things that you would like to get done even if you don't normally get there? What is the normal goals for someone who plays that much? Do they go for 36 challenges? Do you just want to finish the Atlas and kill Sirus? Do you want to do simulacrum runs because that's the end game of this league? Like, what is the thing? That is the question we need to answer. Right. That is it for today. So we're gonna say goodbye to YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye.